Hi guys, I thought I'd give you a rundown of what I do as investing. Now a lot of people, they won't tell you what they do as a rule of thumb of investing. A lot of advisors, they don't disclose what they personally do. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a brief rundown of what I do. Again, this doesn't constitute as financial advice, it's just what I do personally that may help you if you are undecided on what to do with your finances, especially if you're an expat. So I'm going to run down a few of the platforms that I use, the funds that I use, and why I use them. So just a quick disclaimer, my investment time frame is around 30-35 years, so it is quite a long time until I retire, probably even longer than that with the current retirement age. So therefore it is looking more at the riskier element of that. So in terms of platforms, I have a few. I've just opened a interactive brokers account, and in that I'm going to do a monthly contribution of around £1,000 to £2,000 British, so it's in pounds. You can also have it in dollars or euros as well, into Scottish Mortgage Investment Trust. Now I've done a few reviews on the website about this. Won't go into too much detail into why I've picked it, but one of the main reasons was I liked the fund a lot, I like fund managers, but it was just holding Tesla in too much of a weighted position. Although it had held it for a long time, it had gone into that. I like the way that it's looking more towards the east for innovation, and it's the way it's structured in an investment trust. It can go premium and discount to the NAV as well, and go in registered companies that aren't listed on the stock exchange as well. So I'm going to do that monthly. Another fund that I put in through is Fundsmith, and I do this directly. I put ad hoc lump sums in that. It's returned me a good return so far. I've been in it for I think 3 years now. I said before on a few of my channels, I don't take it out, or I don't even look at the value. I think I looked at it first time about a month ago. It returned 40-odd% since inception. So it's not amazing. There's a lot of funds that have done a lot better than that, but for the risk you take, it's well worth it. And I'll continue to do more into Fundsmith as well, because it's a stable fund. It doesn't take too much risk, although it is equity based, and over the long term it's going to do hopefully well with the way they pick companies with good profit margins and a big moat. So in terms of my weighted portfolio, it is more weighted. Fundsmith's obviously weighted 70% to the US, 71% I think it was last counting, and Scottish Mortgage Investment Trust is around 40%, so is fairly weighted towards the US. In that account, in the Fundsmith, there isn't too much presently, around 5,000-6,000, and I will top it up, like I said, at ad hoc basis. With the Scottish Mortgage, I'm just putting in monthly contributions of £1,000 to £2,000 a month, so I don't have to do the dollar cost averaging. So that's some of the platforms that I use, some of the funds that I use. Like I said, it's not investment advice, but it is an idea. Some of the other funds you could use are just Vanguard funds, although I don't think the Scottish Mortgage Investment Trust is pretty cheap at 0.36. Management, I think Fundsmith's 0.96, so the Fundsmith's a bit more expensive, but it's Scottish Mortgage is pretty cheap. But if you're looking for cheaper funds, Vanguard, iShares are the ones to go into. So that's what I do. I hope you could in some way find it useful. If you do have any questions, feel free to email me at info@investmentforexpats.com. Cheers guys.